Over many years, Thane has been one of the busiest nodes in the Mumbai Suburban Railway Network. The Thane station, together with Mulund station on the Central Railway line, handles massive passenger volumes daily. To reduce the congestion at these two stations, and especially to ease pressure on Thane station, which sees very large footfalls, a proposal has been under development for a new suburban railway station in between Thane and Mulund. This station is being built largely on land belonging to the Thane Regional Mental Hospital, located adjacent to the Eastern Express Highway, occupying around 14.8 acres of that hospital's 72-acre site. The idea for this station is not brand new, it was first mooted in the early 2000s. Over time, the need has become more acute because Thane station handles about 7,700,000 commuters daily. The constant growth of Thane's population, expansion of residential areas, especially Ghodbunder Road and the Thane-Mulund fringe, including Weigel Estate, Pokhran etc., and increasing traffic led to recognition that a new station could play a role in easing commuter load and improving accessibility. The chosen location is the west side of the existing tracks between Thane and Mulund, within the Thane Regional Mental Hospital premises. The land to be used is about 14.8 acres, with about 3 acres earmarked for laying tracks and constructing the station's administrative buildings. The remaining space will be used for platforms, passenger circulation, parking, roads, access connections, and other peripheral infrastructure. The station will have 3 platforms, designed for suburban trains, arriving and departing Mumbai direction and also towards Kalyan Kasara Karjat etc. 2 footbridges, pedestrian bridges, are planned to connect both sides of the station. Additionally, elevated roads/decks are planned so that access from major arterial roads is improved. Specifically, there will be elevated roads with multiple exits onto LBS Road and Eastern Express Highway, EH. Another important feature is connectivity. From areas such as Teen Hof Naka, a junction near Ghodbunder Road etc., the plan is that commuters will be able to access this new station in about 5 minutes via the elevated roads being constructed. That will benefit fringe area residents who currently have to travel further, past congested junctions and cross or approach Thane station via congested roads. The station is also intended to relieve Mulund station somewhat. In numbers, it is estimated that once this station is functional, the load on Thane station will reduce by about 30 to 31%, and on Mulund station about 21 to 24%. In terms of cost and financing, the project has been proposed under the Smart City Initiative by Thane Municipal Corporation, TMC. A sum of about 289 rupees crore was proposed given the scale of the project. This includes both the operational area of the station and the surrounding circulating area or external infrastructure. Later, the Central Railway/Railway Ministry approved an allocation of 185 rupees crore for the station's operational area, platforms, tracks, administration building etc., while the municipal body remains responsible for external works such as roads, bus terminus/parking, elevated road connections, station surroundings etc. The station will also have 3 platforms, including 1 home platform, 1 adjacent to station building, and 2 others, with suitable widths, possibly accommodating 12 coach rakes, the standard suburban train length. The platforms will be linked by foot overbridges, or passenger bridges, to enable movement across. Apart from the station infrastructure, there are plans for elevated decks or elevated bus decks, and skywalk/elevated structures for connectivity. The design includes considerations for ventilation, pedestrian access, and integrating with the arterial roads so that commuters do not need to traverse congested street-level traffic as much. There had been legal hurdles. One critical issue was a court stay on transfer of land, the 14-acre portion of the mental hospital premises, which delayed the beginning of works. This stay was lifted only in March 2023, which has allowed construction to proceed apace. Prior to that, though the proposal had been approved, certain clearances could not be obtained, delaying the actual start. As of the latest updates, the anticipated date of completion is December 2025. This applies to the core infrastructure of the station, platforms, elevated roads, and the access connectivity. The external circulating area works might run in tandem. Officials have conducted reviews with Central Railway and Thane Municipal Corporation, and the project is considered to have been fast-tracked after the lifting of legal blocks. Among the expected benefits are easing passenger congestion on platforms, ticket counters, access ways, foot traffic into Thane Station, shorter travel times for commuters from Godbunder Road, Weigel Estate, Pokrun, fringe Thane Mulund areas who currently must take circuitous routes to reach Thane or Mulund stations. Traffic flow on roads might improve with reduced pressure on feeder roads to Thane. Also, the enhanced suburban station will likely improve last-mile connectivity for many areas. The presence of elevated decks and multiple entrances or exits would spread out commuter load rather than concentrating everything through Thane Station alone. On the other hand, such projects also face challenges. Land acquisition or transfer issues, legal permissions, ensuring that infrastructure works, roads, elevated decks, are completed on schedule, coordination between multiple authorities, Central Railway, Thane Municipal Corporation, state government, is essential. Also, the cost escalations are a risk. Building elevated structures, skywalks, elevated bus decks, etc., may require more funds than initial estimates. There is also a question of ensuring that the station is well connected, e.g., public transport feeders, pedestrian access, parking, and ensuring that elevated roads actually help rather than cause more congestion at junction points. Designing for safety, CCTV, lighting, crowd management will be important, since Thane Mulund section is among heavily used suburban corridors. Another aspect is how this new station fits into larger networks/plans. For example, the Smart City program as applied by TMC is aiming not just at individual projects, but at improving urban mobility, traffic decongestion, and better connectivity. Also, the station's location near the Eastern Express Highway gives it potential to capture a portion of commuters who might currently use road transport or buses. The elevated roads etc. help integrate into existing road infrastructure, and the station is expected to reduce trips, time and distance for many. Moreover, shifting part of commuter traffic away from Thane and Mulund might reduce strain on those stations, enabling better service or maintenance there. In terms of decline or risk, timeline slippage is possible, especially with external works, weather, procurement delays, contractor performance, coordination among municipal authorities, railway authorities, and possible legal or environmental clearances further. Also, commuter behavior is something to watch. Even if the station is provided, whether people from fringe areas will shift to use it will depend on how convenient it is, how good are connecting roads, last-mile transport, frequency of stopping trains etc. If fast trains skip the station, or connectivity is inconvenient, its effect may be less than planned. Budget overruns are another common risk in large infrastructure projects in dense urban settings. Finally, the station also exemplifies how urban expansion pressures demand infrastructural investments. The Mumbai metropolitan region continues to grow, and transport demand continues to rise. Projects like this are part of how civic authorities are trying to match transport supply to demand, especially in suburban rail, which remains the backbone of commuting in this region. The new station between Thane and Mulund is one among several attempts, e.g. metro, expansion of existing lines, new stations, to provide relief, improve accessibility, spread commuter loads, reduce travel time, and improve quality of life for daily commuters.